Is this pension propaganda? It's a big day for retirement chat, and this week the Pensions and Lifetime Savings Association, the PLSA, announced updates in their research as to what level of income is needed for a minimum, a moderate and a comfortable retirement. They estimated that a single person needed $14,400 a year for a minimum income, $31,300 for a moderate income and £43,100 a year for a comfortable retirement. Couples required a joint $22,400 at the minimum level, $43,100 at the moderate level, and £59,000 at a comfortable level. Now, this poses many questions. Is this research just an ad for the pensions industry? Well, the answer is absolutely. Are these figures higher than expected? Well, I think so. And is this even applicable to Northern Ireland? Yes, but no, but yes. And let me explain. Well, does this feel like a big advert for the pension suppliers trying to argue that people need to put more money into their pensions? It's exactly that. And who would I be to argue? But it does serve as a reminder that a lot of people right across the UK are not putting enough away for their retirement. And I don't care whether you have your money in a pension or it's in a stocks and shares ISA, a cash ISA, property or another business. Having enough money when you need it is the key. And that brings me to my next point. Are these figures higher than expected? Well, yes or no, because it's entirely subjective, and this research is a load of crap with some arbitrary figures, because every single person watching this video will have their own families, they'll be single, they will have a set of unique circumstances that they are living to. Yes, there will be commonalities in spending, but how you spend your money on the things you value and how I spend my money on the things that I value are incredibly different, and that's a fact. So some arbitrary levels of minimum, moderate and comfortable lifestyles are completely subjective to you. And in Northern Ireland, where we have a lower cost of living than a lot of places in the UK, I'd say that those figures presented are very high, to be honest. The point of a minimum, moderate and comfortable level of retirement was reiterated to me last week when a friend who I know had just come back from Africa. They commented that many people that they met on their travels, those with little or nothing by the way of assets, not even retirement assets, just anything, are incredibly happy. She also said that we are the miserable ones. So let that sink in for just a second. Our lifestyles are of course limited by our budget, and this is an important point, because if you save and invest too little, you can only take the most drastic pay cut ever in your retirement. And again, that's not subjective. If you're spending £40,000 a year today, and you don't put enough money into your pensions or your investments so that you will one day be able to retire, you'll have to live on less. And just yesterday, I did a little poll on my Instagram to ask the question about saving. Not even investing, but over 60% of those who answered either save nothing per month or less than £500. And this of course matches what we already know from bigger studies all across the UK and Ireland. Right now, there's often little left at the end of the month across the board, not to mention putting any money away for saving. And to give you an idea, the majority of my followers, the viewers on this video right now, are late 30s or early 40s, and most of them are watching this because they want to one day retire. Not retire early, just retire, and hopefully with enough. So what I'd like to do is to give you a little example of a mid-30s, late 30s couple who want to retire at a standard age of 65. And currently we'll say that they're both age 38, because it's easier for me, and they have a good 27 years left to save and invest for the retirement. Currently, their household budget for their version of a comfortable lifestyle is £40,000 per year, and they expect to maintain this level in retirement. Now, to work out how much they're going to need in retirement, we need to give consideration to the 4% rule. And for the purpose of this video, I'm going to say that I'm happy with the 4% rule for a normal age retiree, but do check out my other videos on why I wouldn't suggest this for an early retiree. Based on the 4% rule, which means that they would need to have 25 times their annual budget saved and invested at retirement, they would need £1 million. Now, if they've invested wisely and achieved an 8% return over that time frame, they jointly need to contribute £450 a month to achieve a future investment value of over £1 million. Brilliant. And things look even better if they've amassed a small pension sum already. Let's say they've £30,000 already invested in their pensions, ISAs, wherever. Then combined The two of them together would need to save and invest only £650 a month to achieve over £1 million. So £450 each in the first example and £650 total in the second. Let's say they only get a 5% return. Then using the first example, starting from nothing, they need £1,500 a month invested for the next 27 years. Nobody knows what the future holds. So saving and investing just a little bit more protects you from the unknown, if you can afford it. And if you're focused on retirement, the amount you save and invest is just one part of the equation. The return you get is another. And the final part is how long you let your money work for you, how long you invest for. And the thing is, with saving and investing, it starts slowly. It's boring, to be honest. Then it gets faster and things ramp up over time. The compounding effect of your investments works best over the longest timeline, but the acute focus on your money also grows as you invest. And this is something that I found myself. You see your money working for you and you'll see a little bit of interest. And then you want to put some more money in and you see it working for you, and that just snowballs and grows. And saving then becomes no longer boring. And you will find ways to bring your household budget down so that you can invest more. And by doing that, will you also start speeding up that process and needing less to live on? So starting now, say around the age of 40, small changes to your budget and putting money away regularly for your retirement will add up. We've talked about a few things here, but let's go back to the 3 elements of retirement planning and decide what steps you're going to take today so that you can secure your financial future. The first is, of course, how much you're going to save. And the way we look at this is to set a household budget so that we can understand how much we need for retirement. Your annual spending multiplied by 25 gives you how much you need. And the same budget can then be used to determine how much of your household budget you can actually save each month. The second thing then is to look at your investment returns. Most of you will be saving and investing in your workplace pension, and you can no longer be a passenger in your finances. Understand how your money is invested and check if you're happy with the results. If not, you might want to look outside of your workplace pension and into alternatives such as rental properties, or going back to the other thing, a stocks and shares ISA, which may have a better range of investments or lower fees. Shameless plug, if you aren't sure how to invest your money, check out my free investing class webinar. It's on screen now. It covers everything you need to know and a whole lot more. And do let me know in the comments if you'd like me to hold another one. If I do get enough interest, I will do so. Finally, we need to talk about time. There will never be a better time than right this second to start saving and investing for your future. Will you get the most maximized returns for doing so? And will the timing be perfect from that perspective? No, but getting started is key, and letting time in the market grow your wealth is critical. Look, a comfortable retirement is in the reach of most people. I fully believe that. Will it be easy? No. Will you need to make changes to your lifestyle? Most likely. But I'd argue that a lot of you have been living in the moment and you have lived to your means for long enough. Now is the time to pause. It's time to think about your future. Taking some of your spending and redirecting it to your investments is just a start. Hopefully that's given you some inspiration or motivation to start investing for your future. Please do hit a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video and leave a comment if you have any questions. See you next time.